Yeah, how do we even start this one?
That's actually going to be me in a second.
It's a great place to be.
I hate change.
Change is hard, but necessary. The only way is through.
What arc is this, right? I don't know what's
so
going on
weird
with this
today.
weird, like...
I'm carrying the boats, dude. Me and Goggins were like this, son.
Good for you, man.
Getting healthy.
You have been killing it, bro. You've been on this health kick.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
What have you been doing?
Been going to the gym.
Nice.
Basically better than anything he's ever done.
Yeah.
I've been in for a month, man. Slowly but surely. Brick by brick, some would say. Have you ever heard that expression used in the gaming community? There's no fucking way I just got snailed.
You got
On our
snailed.
last video at the Content House. Ladies, how are we feeling?
I'm sad today.
Yeah? Is that why you got your therapy dog?
I do. I cry over everything. Today I'm not going to cry.
Peanut?
I think Brooke's going to cry by the end of this.
I think tears are good.
No.
Cleanses the soul.
No, not when you have makeup on.
Well, you already ditched us. Matt
I
already
ditched
ditched
a long
us.
time
It's
ago.
really, yeah.
But Brooke and I...
Yeah, Ray's like, what the fuck am I doing here? Right now?
I don't think I
We
ever
said
lived
goodbye
here.
years ago.
No.
It's been about 2.5 years since I left.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Why, are you counting the days or something? Like,
The best years of my
From
life.
freedom. She's like, finally.
No, listen, we have a lot to cover today. And this is it, though. It's the end of a chapter, but the dawn of a new beginning. In life, at times, you need to recognize when it's time to go on a new journey, a new beginning.
Peanut's sad.
And there's nothing better than the ending of this house because guess what? This house has no bitter endings. Just like today's sponsor, Heineken Silver. Heineken Silver has 95 calories, only 3.2 carbs, and no bitter endings with all the great taste that you look for. It's crisp and refreshing, just like the summer. And guess what? It's like having all the sun without the sunburn. That's why Heineken is giving away a trip to Silver Beach, Australia this fall, making the end of summer the best part. Go to Heineken.com/Summer of Silver for a chance to win the grand prize trip or hundreds of other secondary prizes all summer long. No purchase necessary. Must be 21 plus to enter. Please enjoy Heineken responsibly.
Brother, I got to be honest with you. Like,
I have chills.
you saved the best for last. That might have been the cleanest transition into an ad read I've heard yet.
It's beautiful.
And the
Shout out
cleanest
Heineken Silver.
and most refreshing taste.
I wish you guys were here with us sooner, but we're here now
Yes.
to say goodbye to the Content House.
So let's address the elephant in the room, and it's not my body. Rae
Yeah, what's up?
was living with Nadeshot and I the biggest regret of your entire adult life.
Absolutely not.
Alternatively, the best experience.
Oh my gosh. I didn't leave because I hated you guys at all.
Oh,
it
good.
wasn't it.
Damn.
Really
I've been in a lot of
mulling
therapy.
that one over for the last couple years.
Wow.
I did we ever do like a house tour, like a full house tour? I can't remember.
Of the new
Yeah.
one?
Of this place.
Yeah.
Yeah, that video bangs. It's like
Okay,
one of our
yeah.
highest
Yeah,
viewed
it's like
videos
so
on the
The
channel.
room I had was like an office space. It was just pretty, like I meant for it to be like my office.
Yeah.
And then I had a room. Is she crying?
I think
Well,
she
it's
has to
'cause
pee.
JHB's holding
I think
her.
she has to
Oh,
pee, so I wouldn't put her
no,
down.
did
So
you
she
go
would
pee?
Imagine having to
Sorry.
pee so bad that it
It was
makes
like
you
a
cry. That'd be
puppy
cry.
hard
cry.
That
reality.
stuff. Sorry,
Yeah,
Peanut,
but-
so rudely interrupted.
Sorry.
What was this,
So
like
rude.
3 years ago?
Yeah.
I was going through it. I had an office here, and then I was living nearby with my ex who left.
Onwards and upwards.
He's no longer with us.
So yeah, I was going through it. I was sad. I wasn't like hitting my YouTube hours when I just signed too. It was a crazy time, and
You
I
were
was
on
just
your
like,
League of Legends arc.
it was wild. Yeah, it was a wild time. So I just like I needed more space. I needed to like live with I don't know, friends. Not that you guys aren't friends, but girlfriends. Sorry, girlfriends. Girlfriends.
You took
I
about
needed
10
girlfriends.
seconds to find the right word for that
Girl,
one.
because
and I don't think you
okay,
made
okay,
the right
okay,
pick.
okay. I don't
She
know.
goes, I need to live with
Okay,
friends.
girlfriends.
There you go.
know?
Yes.
It was a rough time for me. But
But now you're out on a much better spot.
Oh yeah.
You're glowing, Rae.
I'm so happy now. It's been quite the ride. But no, it has nothing to do with you guys.
Thanks.
Love you guys.
Thanks.
Always have, always will until you fuck up somehow. But so far so good. It's
All
been
right.
great.
Hell yeah.
We're in a good spot.
I'll take that.
We're in
I'll
a
take
good
that to
spot.
the bank. Did you know that glowing is actually like an expression only used when women are pregnant? Like glowing, I always thought you're glowing, like you're radiating much
not
warmth
Emily.
in. No, but
It's time for the announcement. I'm not pregnant.
Oh.
You are not the father.
Yo, did you just hear Peanut? I hope that got picked up.
Peanut, stop.
Peanut, I'm
Oh
We're
my
gonna go
goodness.
inside.
Oh,
Wait, what is that?
what? She's barking at Joe. She's literally barking at
mad
Joe.
at Joe.
Yo, she's literally freaking out at Joe right now.
Get him.
What does Joe have?
him.
She's a official airport canine.
She's actually
unit.
so well behaved. I've never seen her act
Oh my
like this.
God, what just happened? Okay, sorry, Peanut.
Sorry,
making her
Peanut.
her self-known on the podcast. I mean, I think
Ray,
it's
you
something-
are glowing, but you are not pregnant.
Yeah, not pregnant.
Okay.
Okay, can someone throw the dog in the
That's
pool?
a good girl. That's a good girl.
God.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Why are we being so mean to Peanut?
I let
my
the
God,
intrusive thoughts
Peanut.
win.
She's
I
been
let
on
the
this
intrusive-
earth for like 2 months, dude.
She's like 5 months.
She knew. It's like our only third day out here.
Talking about third day, literally us at the new house.
But
Well,
also at
ahead.
the time, like this house was crowded at the time, right?
Oh,
Like
yeah.
everyone was here with their significant other, and it was jam packed, right? So it was like,
It was. Listen, I think looking back on it, you either would have needed to move into the basement, which I know wasn't necessarily
yeah,
what you wanted.
it was like I either move here into like just my office space, which wasn't enough room,
Yeah.
or I just like have girlfriends move in with me.
yeah.
Which
I
is what I ended
still
up doing.
believe that basement room is the second best room in this house. I'll take that to
You
my
should have just
grave.
moved in there, and gave him the master. That would have
No
been
comment
problem
at this time.
Yeah.
If you love it so much.
That probably would have been the right course of action, but
Nah,
I let my pride get the best of me. I'm like, 100 Thieves paying for the house. I'm gonna take the master. But
no, I made
So
sense. It made
selfless.
sense.
hey, hindsight. It's a tough one for us.
Haley deserves the master.
Yeah, and the bathroom
She's the
was
queen
really nice
to my
in
life,
there.
to the kingdom.
She deserves the whole second floor.
She really
The
does.
whole house, honestly.
I would have slept in the backyard.
She was house mother. She literally took care of us.
I cannot believe there was a time that Matt existed before Haley.
I know.
It was
Like, I
dark.
don't know how you survived this long.
Oh yeah, me neither.
It was,
I ask myself that a lot.
it was literally dark.
We've only been together 4 years, but it's hard to remember
What it
my
was like
life without
before.
Haley.
Oh.
We ain't going back, dude. I got a locked in lifetime,
Yeah.
blood pact.
Blood pack
Really, it's just a marriage certificate
What the hell?
covered in blood.
and other things.
Okay, well, we have a lot of things to
Ew.
cover in today's episode.
What?
So
What do you say ooh for? What'd I
'Cause we
do?
said she said covered in blood, and
Yeah,
then you
blood
said
pack.
and other things, and I was
Yeah,
like, ooh.
I also thought you were talking about, but right? We were on the same
That's
page, right? Like, what did he mean by other things?
Exactly.
Anyways,
Oh, anyway.
memories,
that was
right?
responsibly. That was responsibly.
Yeah.
Brooke, the first time you came into 100 Thieves house was at the old house.
Yes.
When you first signed, we had your party there.
Oh,
With the alligator in the announcement
the
video.
alligator.
That was an incredible. Brooke's
Wow, that
announcement
was
video
so long ago.
That was so much fun.
was so good because that was when like Matt's Tesla blew up, right?
Yeah, we blew
in the
Matt's-
video.
in the
yeah.
video.
Wait,
yeah.
why did
No,
you
we
put
actually blew that
quotes? See,
up.
it did blow up,
We
right?
blew that up.
True. Sorry.
Yeah,
For the
nothing
100 Thieves
edited at
Universe
all.
fans
Of
here.
course not.
Relax, Jack. Yeah, so that was the first time that I ever met you guys. I believe you two. No,
Well, we had talked on the phone.
We talked on
I
the
remember being in the
phone.
WeWork office having our first conversation with you when Jackson was still here.
I remember hanging up that phone call and I ran downstairs. I was like, Mom. And my mom cried because she was so happy for me. I'm like, the first time I talked to Matt was on the phone. I met you at TwitchCon
Oh,
and I played Fortnite with you
Oh yeah, we did
and
play
Mason.
Fortnite a lot. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
That was a fun arc.
Yeah,
that
but
was
that-
when Brooke and I first met, and my whole shtick was trying to steal Brooke from Mason.
So funny.
Those were all my first videos.
wow.
You should throw
Yeah.
up a picture. He photoshopped, or he didn't. Someone photoshopped a picture of us like on a dinner date. Like, it
Yep.
was a good picture.
And
And that was
all-
before AI. Imagine what we could do
Yeah.
now.
That would be
Oh my
impressive.
God. We could do anything.
Yeah, because I remember that so vividly because that was a really fun party. That whole week was awesome.
Dude, that Halloween party was so much fun.
I really loved doing those announcements too because 100 Thieves did a great job of planning it to be like a whole week of celebration. So it was like you have a week of so much stuff happening, the announcement, the co-streams, all the stuff, but then it always culminated in like a big celebration. And that time was the Halloween party. I don't remember what I was dressed up as for that one. Do you remember what you were?
Were you asking Brooke or me? Sorry.
Anyone?
I just remember Jordan Fisher was dressed as a grandma.
Grandma.
Yes,
Yeah.
grandma.
I was dressed as
Petty?
Nezuko
Yeah.
from Demon Slayer.
Grandma
Yeah.
Petty sounds right.
Yeah. Mason and I were pirates.
Oh
Were you
yeah,
at-
that's right. What were you dressed as?
Was that the White Claw night or Tim the Tap Man? Or maybe that was too early.
The Tim the Tap Man armor with like the
Yes,
Bud Light.
yeah, it was.
Yeah, those were good times.
Haley and I dressed up as thieves because I hate Halloween. I hate having a plan to like what to wear.
No, hold on.
Well, she plans it
Let's
for
be
a
you.
holiday.
You,
She does it
you
for
could have ended your
you.
sentences. You hate having to plan.
Yeah, oh yeah. Listen, man, you were on this earth for a little bit, dude. You got to live in the moment.
I feel you, man.
Why plan ahead
True.
for idiots, dude?
Right.
I mean,
Really, but every year I wish I had like a cooler Halloween costume.
it comes around.
But I won't do nothing about it.
Right.
Yeah, I felt that completely. My Halloween was rough last year, but when I look back at that house,
Yeah,
as
Peanut, let's go.
says,
Get him. Get him.
one of the things I loved about that house so much was just when I first moved in. That was the first time I ever lived in a content house like that, and hearing Rae squeal through the door, and seeing Matt grind day in and day out, and would also stream on top of it. It was so motivating. Like being in that house was so motivating.
Well, it had
for
to be
me.
a big difference for you because you were basically like in a dungeon of an apartment in Frisco, Texas.
That
just
was
grinding.
the
Black
lowest-
Ops 3.
Oh, dude. Well, that was that
That was
Frisco
New
thing
York?
that was New York, and even Black Ops 3 was even Burbank when I was in there. But that was really Fortnite when it was taking off. I was doing like 15 hours a day. So when I got to Los Angeles, and I'm like, Rae and I would play some Fortnite together. You played a little bit, honestly, at that time.
I grinded Fortnite for like 4 or 5 months.
Yeah. But that was the first thing I remember is getting into that house and being just so motivated to just keep on pushing. And man, we had some.
Time out.
Oh.
Peanut.
Peanut's going inside.
Good job, Peanut.
I've been chasing her for 5 fucking minutes.
Brooke has been chasing Peanut, which
Oh my god.
if you're watching on video,
I'm so sorry, everyone.
No, it's okay. We're just going to remember this for the rest of our lives.
hey Eric, so
Is that
rude.
Eric Mud Dog Sanders?
But Rae, I feel like back then it's funny to think that now with how much you do variety and play different games, that back then you really were like almost exclusively Fortnite.
I was, yeah. I was just grinding Fortnite. I kind of, also looking back, I wish I was how I am now back then because I became a lot more comfortable, like doing more. I was so introverted. I'm sure you guys remember. Like I didn't do, what is there, a bug?
I got it. I just killed a spider with my bare thumb.
He just saved
To
my life
protect
on
Rae.
camera. Can you believe
There
it?
it is. Was
that a brown
Thank
recluse?
you so much.
That's crazy. That's better be 50 gifted from someone. But go ahead. Sorry. So you wish you were more because you're so
Just-
much more comfortable and
Yeah, just like more extroverted. Like
Yeah.
I feel a lot more social now. Like back then I was like a hermit. And I'm sure you guys remember that. I was just never down to do anything. I was always in my room cooped up, just streaming every single day. And I remember Matt would always be like, Rae, you should just come down and hang out sometimes. Rae, you ever gonna leave your room? Oh.
Well, I don't know if I said it like that, but I definitely was trying to. Well, from my perspective, since you were in your room all the time, I'm like, well, I've been there before. That's how I spent my early 20s, but it's hard because we would just have a lot of guys in the house. You know what I mean? Like, I would have my friends from work and like all the Call of Duty boys. So I get now why. I'm glad you moved into your own space with people that you have a little bit more common ground with because we definitely didn't put you in the
It
best
definitely
position.
felt
Like
like
there
a
was
frat
never
house for a
other
while.
girls at the house.
hey, we
did-
didn't leave it that messy.
It
We're fucking
wasn't messy.
losers.
Thank you.
But it was
a lot of
full of
best
men.
way.
A lot
Yeah.
of boys. A lot of boys.
There
all
was
the
one
time.
night where we watched About Time with 8 guys.
Bawled my eyes out.
And we drank red wine and ordered chocolate bash, chocolate covered strawberries, because that was one of the things that
I
house was
forgot
chocolate
about
bash.
chocolate bash.
We'd order a lot of chocolate
You
bash.
should not have unlocked that back in my brain.
And we just all
you're
sat on
your
the
healthy
couch and
arc.
cried together. That kind of sums up what that
sorry.
house was. Because at this point, this was a little bit pre-Brooke.
Yeah, I wasn't there yet.
Yeah.
You know what was great too? I'll never forget the day that Rae, I think it was either announced her YouTube streaming deal or signed her YouTube streaming deal because she came out of her bedroom. I'm just like sitting on the couch watching like Interstellar for the 90th millionth time.
Truly was the 90th time.
And she had one of the nicest steakhouses delivered to the house for
I
her
remember
meal.
that. It was steak and lobster,
Lobster,
delivered.
yeah.
Whoa. Surf and turf.
And I was like, let's fucking go, Rae. You don't ever spend no money. You got this
And I was
new
like, I'm
shiny
celebrating.
Yeah, that was definitely when she
check
signed.
from
I remember
YouTube.
that.
Let's enjoy it.
Love that.
I remember that. That's awesome. Another thing, one of my favorite memories of that house too was us three experienced that 7.1 earthquake together.
Oh, wow.
I remember that.
And I remember
7.1?
Yeah, that was
it that big?
Yeah, it was like the biggest earthquake in LA in like 25, 30 years or whatever.
Bro, the pool was literally overflowing with waves.
I remember Jackson and Laz were there because we were in Din Tai Fung, and I couldn't feel it originally, but you were sitting on the couch, and next thing you know, as it's like about to begin, Mika just comes sprinting down the stairs, and Ray's like, earthquake, earthquake, on the stairs. She was just yelling, and she was like, earthquake, there's an earthquake. She's like, what do we do? She starts running downstairs, and I'm like, no, I was the only person standing at that time, and the way that earthquake that I remember it was like being on a boat in like a rocky like water where you just felt the world like rolling. And Matt looks at me and just I'm like, dude, I don't feel anything. And Matt's like, sit down, dumbass. And I sit on the couch and I remember it so vividly. I was like it felt like being on water.
Sure was crazy.
Whoa.
It was horrifying.
And Mika was the one trying to alert us all. Who would have thought?
All I remember about the old content house is one, now that I had like, I don't know, a regular job, you don't do a great job compartmentalizing the weekend when you're a creator.
Yeah.
And you don't really look at the calendar. You're like, oh, wait, today's Monday? No way.
Yeah.
If you're with
yeah.
other people that have office jobs. So on the weekends, I was definitely in my like drinking, single, let's go out arc. And I would always try to like grease the wheels, trying to get Jack to cut his stream off early. Like, bro, you play Fortnite tomorrow. Let's live in today. Let's go out.
If you watch half of Matt's vlogs back then, he would be giving me energy drink vodka.
You can say
In a
Rebel
cup.
Vodka. Juvie didn't exist back
That was
then.
before our life was better.
Now we're
And,
drinking Jivs.
And yeah, like half of his vlogs, there would be a segment where he'd be like, all right, weekend starting, got to go upstairs and get Jack. And he would just hand me in the Yeti cups his dad got him.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, the Yeti cups.
And be like, here you go. Let's do it. I'm like, dude, I'm 2 hours in. Ninja's not even offline yet, so I can get all my viewers. Like, let me at least live.
Yeah, bro, you were just working way too hard. Hey, pay it off.
You were just working way too hard.
Yeah, 100%. And then the other part that I remember is actually, I think Wex and Logan were probably, out of this group, the only two that experienced having the entire podcast set up in our living room.
That was so bad.
I'd walk
So
down
bad.
at like 7 a.m. in my underwear, and I just, boom, 800 Thieves employees. I'm like, holy shit. Not only do I feel bad that they got to come here this early and break this down and set it back up every time we film,
Yeah.
but also just there was not a lot of privacy, I would say, for my own personal life, which, again, you know, they were the ones that were actually doing the work. All I had to do was brush my teeth and roll downstairs, look disheveled as fuck. But I'm glad the old house transformed into the new and we had a little bit more structure. And the original, like, the second content house we're at today and saying goodbye to, I feel like that's when we started hitting a new peak on the videos that we were making. We started bringing in a couple more creators into the fold.
Yeah.
I think we got a little too expanded outward where, you know, we weren't in, like, the core group wasn't in as many videos. Everybody was busy with different aspects of either 100 Thieves or their own personal life.
Yeah.
But like the early days of this house, I think we were doing some of the best work we've had in 100 Thieves from a creator content perspective.
Yeah.
Like the tier list videos, as much as we started, you know, just recycling and it kind of becomes monotonous, we're doing the same thing. I loved the tier list videos. Those were always a lot of fun to make. The cooking videos became a little too much just because I fucking
hated the
suck
cooking.
at
So
cooking.
bad. I hated those.
I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
I hated it. It
I
was
left with a
hard.
headache every
I
single
suck.
day.
It was stressful. The onions. Every recipe had onions.
It always
Yeah.
smelled like onions. And then one time we did a spicy one and I was chopping, and you guys know I don't like to cook regardless. But then I accidentally touched my eyeball. So one of my eyes was like inflamed. I just have nothing but bad memories.
I always had
Cookie
like
cooks
fruit
one
too.
time in this
for
house
bread.
and nearly goes to
never
the
cooking
hospital.
again.
Oh, man.
I gotta say the backyard Olympics one. That was a solid one.
Oh, that
Yeah.
was fun.
Because that was like beginning of
What
it.
did we end up making? What do we? I remember was having like a very long and very intentional conversation about the thumbnail. What did we end up making that thumbnail?
It was about Nadeshot and getting injured.
Yeah, that one banged.
like laying
Yeah.
on the ground.
That was one of the I think the less is more type thumbnails of just like we had in the action shot of it that it was already really good. I think when I think back, it's funny to I'm so used to this house now having the golf simulator in the front room. But I remember in the episode of the house tour, it starts with I think Matt and Rae, just them two on camera, and then Brooke and I, because we were doing like a back and forth type thing where like Matt and Rae show off some stuff, Brooke and I show off some stuff, and then we like stomp into the room. And I remember I was like, man, I'm always so loud in videos that I just kind of stepped over the couch and just like screamed in both your ears. So sorry about that.
The other thing I'll bring up too is I know, Rae, you had moved out at that time, but I swear, I mean this with every fiber of my being. I'm so grateful that we had COVID or experienced COVID while we were in this house because it really made it feel like every single day we were at like summer camp. You know, everyone was still trying to get adjusted to like the work-life balance, but you guys were all streaming all the time. Haley and I were running, and we would just come downstairs into the kitchen at night, cook dinner, play games. Like, that was a lot of fun.
I think that was like right when COVID started was when I decided to stay at my place, like take my office back with me as well. So it was like kind of...
Well, we moved into this house first week of January.
Yeah.
And then you were here like the first month pretty much exclusively. And that was when you were on your League of Legends arc. And I remember like I would see Rae and be like, Rae,
Never again.
It's like, Rae, are you okay? And
no, I'm not okay, Jack.
And she would just like...
That should have been a sign, right?
oh yeah. And then...
It's tough too because I feel like over the last couple of years there's been a lot of negative connotation, rightfully so, or the natural evolution of content houses, where a lot of people will poke holes and say, "Oh, you just had like 5 people that don't really get along that well. They're not even that great of friends, and they're all just living together." And it's like we don't care about that anymore. We're like, okay, but what's bizarre is that none of us, besides me and Jack, I would say, knew each other all that well.
Yeah.
But I feel like we fit
the vibes
in
were always very
together
good.
really, really well, and actually became really good friends. Like,
It worked really well.
I've never had a single moment across these last 4 years where I've been like, the content house is a mental burden. I'm not looking forward to being in the house.
Right.
Like there's even the arc now with this house of like, you know, we basically joke that we now have like 3 added roommates because like Brooke's friend Shelby, you know, Eric, and then our other friend Chandler, like they always will just be here.
Yeah.
I actually think we should start investigating Eric because he's just here every moment of. Like, I think he's used my shower 3 times.
Might be an FBI informant. We check it for the wire.
No, but it's been awesome because like there's just always an energy about it. There's always a good like. It's just so motivating to be in a house where, like, look, I think one of the unique parts of our content house versus other ones was that we're streamers first.
Yes.
But hearing when Brooke has a monster day, or even at the old house when you would have a day where you'd be popping off, or where Mason, like the start of Warzone 2, when Mason was crushing streams day in and out, when Matt was on his Valorant arc, when you come down to the kitchen or after a day and, you know, I'd see Matt on the couch be like, how'd rank go? And he'd be like, that was the worst day of my entire life. Or on the other hand, I fried today. I didn't even want to sign off. Like, it would always keep you going.
Yeah.
You know, it would always keep you motivated. And
I struggled with that a little bit in the first content house, like 2015 Purdue, just because I was a full-time creator. And so selfishly, when I would come home at like 4 p.m. and see everybody streaming or be waking up to go to the office and you guys were just getting up to get on stream, I'm like, fuck, man, I don't want to go sit in a meeting talking about another meeting. At the end of this meeting, it's just going to be the beginning of a new meeting. And I'm like, God damn it, dude. All I want to do is grind Fortnite right now. But we got past that.
True. I think the most drastic change, Rae, was obviously, you mentioned how much socially you've changed. And I've seen it too. Like, I mean, I couldn't be happy for it. We've talked about this before.
Yeah.
But like back then, it was like you wouldn't leave your room. Whereas now, I feel like with how much stuff you've got going on, you must spend 75% less time of your life in your room now because of just how much is happening.
Oh yeah. No, I'm constantly doing stuff now. I feel like every opportunity I'm just taking it and just trying to be a better friend. I feel like that's one thing I think I would change is that just really, even though I was very uncomfortable being in a social setting, like really putting myself into it. And I don't know, it's been a journey.
You live and you learn. I feel like you become a very good friend for a lot of people in your life. Like, I mean, it doesn't matter how long it takes you to get there, as long as you end up getting to where you need to go.
Yeah. But going back to your point about like living in like a streaming space is that when, I don't know, there's something about just when you're surrounded by people, sure, we didn't know each other perfectly at first when we moved in, but it's when you're living with people that they just know what you do, you know how the grind is, everyone's on the same page, we know like the pros and cons of it, and just like feeling like you're around good intended people. It just feels, it's like motivating, it feels safe. Like it feels like, you know, you guys know what I'm going through, and it's just, I don't know. a great experience while it lasted, I think.
I mean, I'm also confident in saying that like probably the biggest thing that's happened in both of our careers was like signing to YouTube.
Yeah.
And
I wasn't going to do it if Jack wasn't doing it.
Oh, that's what I was going to say is like,
Yeah.
I think that knowing you were starting the process helped me make that leap. But then also I remember conversations where we would bounce off each other where I was just starting and you were looking for info. You were trying to check in with like, oh, how does this sound from my end? That I think we both gave each other confidence to make what, in my opinion, was the best decision I've ever made for both me and my family. And I'm sure, you share similar sentiments.
Oh, no,
So,
absolutely. Like, you were the reason why I took that deal.
gang, gang. Got paid.
Yep.
And it worked out well.
But kick. Listen.
Hey,
I mean, hey, 100 million?
$100 million.
Hey, what's up?
Hold up.
I'm going to continue to say you need somebody to gamble 24/7.
Yo, Matt, it would be
100.
aimless.
I'll take 10.
Yo, hey,
What's
Wow.
the deal? That's like a 90%
I'll
discount.
take 5. How about that?
Hold up.
Guys,
This is like
no,
Price
guys,
is Right.
it's
You
not
can't,
on
I can't say like $1.50. You $1. Like,
$149.
Oh my God, that is so good.
you know what? Fuck it. Let's run the Content House back. Sponsored by Kick. And we just turn this thing into a goddamn casino.
Listen, if the Content House is sponsored by Kick, it better be able to levitate and fly like a UFO. Like when we need to go to the compound, the whole house should lift off and fly to the compound and land. And then when I get off, I should literally my walkway should be like Joe and Eric. Like I just like step on them across the way because I pay them $5 million a year to get stepped on. Would you take that? What if I gave each of you $5 million from a Kick deal? Could I step on you when I get off the floating Kick house? Oh, see, there you go.
Dude, you could spit on me.
That's
bro.
the
Do
type
whatever
of-
you want.
Wow.
That's the type of money I
Let's
need.
get
Okay.
creative here. What do you want?
Man, that's no bitter endings right there. Yeah, no, I mean that would be.
You
That
know,
would be
I will
insane.
say this, and I'm going to keep this down because I bet this lady to our left is sitting here listening to us.
She's probably watching.
Guys, I grew up with a very disciplinary mother. All right. Respect your neighbors, respect the people around you, respect your elders. Like, I was well disciplined. And for me, I don't like secondhand embarrassment. I don't like to be in public. That's why vlogs never ended up being more interesting than they could have been. I would never vlog. I hate vlogging in public. Like, oh, look at me, I got a camera. No matter how many times I try to get over, I can't. That context is important. I swear on everything that is true in this world, we have been great neighbors in this house. They're streamers. Like, we don't do anything in this house. We would throw maybe 4 parties a year.
A birthday. A birthday.
At maximum.
Yeah.
And we would do it on a Friday or a Saturday. And then we'd have everybody in this fucking house with the doors closed by 11 p.m.
Yep.
Every single time.
Music
I'm not
down.
trying to disrupt anybody. Meanwhile, they're throwing parties in this neighborhood every single Friday.
Bro, they
So
had straight up
loud.
concerts.
And they would have the cops over here. They would throw our packages if they got delivered to their front door into the street. I shit you not. I just could not believe the experience that we had in this neighborhood with how respectful, for the most part, we were.
There's a couple bad eggs. I mean, you're seeing my hand gesture. This person over here
They
is
hated
truly
us.
the spawn of Satan.
I don't even know what we didn't do anything
Oh
wrong,
my God.
bro.
She measured our fences.
No way.
I'm like, we didn't build a house.
We
Lady.
didn't build the house. She would scream at Ryan, who would come here, and like Ryan would be like, "I'm just here to check the internet."
Bro, she
Like,
threw. One night.
threw things at Haley.
She said, "Coming right up." I swear to God, and Haley got hit in the head with a walnut.
because she thought they were from our trees. She's 15 feet over our house.
So
So then the next day,
Oh my God.
the next day I was filming a video where I was the Rock for 24 hours, and
people's elbow.
and I was dressed with a fanny pack, like that picture of him with the gold chain and
Yeah.
the turtleneck. And I went to her front door and knocked on the front door and walked back to the sidewalk and told her if that ever happens again, the police will be involved.
Gang shit. Fuck the
She's never
law.
been involved again, but she probably thought, what the hell's going on? Because she is an older lady, and I think she's probably got dementia.
They're gonna celebrate.
So I was dressed as the Rock and told her that she had dementia, and that probably made her think she had dementia because she was like, "Did that even happen?"
Is that Dwayne Johnson? Is that
Both my
you?
grandmothers had dementia, before they died and didn't respawn.
Oh my God.
There's some
You never know.
karate
They could have
gamers.
respawned.
Brooke,
Peanut.
Oh my
never
God.
got the reboot card. Brooke, when
Yeah.
you moved into this house, it was the first time moving in with your boyfriend Mason.
Oh, yes, not by design. I think
Break that down for me.
we'd been together for, well, I think we started dating July. And
Yeah.
so we were about 6 months into our relationship,
Yep.
moved here. And I specifically remember he was always such an. He was like used to be like Nadeshot's #1 fan growing up.
Used to be.
He played on the Optic Minecraft server when Matt was the.
Yeah, he used to
when
hack
he was, like,
on the Optic Minecraft server.
Hack?
Yes.
He cheated on the Optic
He
Minecraft
cheated
server.
on
You know,
What? Yeah.
it's all I hear now. Oh, I used to watch all your videos. I'm like, oh yeah, what
That
about?
used to hits. That used to
Used
hits.
to.
I'm like, hey, we need another praise, but
Well,
continue.
no. Well, I just remember
it's just
moving
self-wallowing
in.
over here.
We moved in, and I wanted Mason to stay with us for like a few more days to help me get stuff together. And he goes, I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to overstay my welcome. I just really don't think that's good. And I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, this is Matt's house. Like, I don't want him to be like, why is this kid still here? And I said, well, okay.
Brooke's boyfriend, by the way.
I never wanted Mason to leave.
Literally,
I know.
I loved hanging out with
I
Mason.
know.
He was a great roommate too.
So Matt's like down there at the table, like eating cereal or something, just minding his business on his phone. Mason comes down. Hey, I'm pretty sure at that time he would call you Nadeshot. Hey, Nadeshot.
It's a pretty good impression.
Thank you. I gotta stutter a little bit more for it to be. He was really nervous.
He was really nervous.
He'd be like, could I possibly like maybe just like stay like a few extra days? Just like a few. Like I won't be here long.
Yeah.
And Matt's like looks up from his phone, he's like, yeah, dude, I don't care what you do. And he's like, great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
and he
then-
probably worked himself up for 3 hours.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
he
he
was
was
so
always so
nervous.
stressed.
Oh yeah. So I definitely remember that. And then he was here visiting again. COVID hit and he got stuck here and we just never could get rid of him.
What, Joe? What's that phrase? You think I'm stuck in here with you,
Oh, you're stuck in here with me.
but you're stuck in here with me.
yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I mean, what I remember.
Your daddy.
What I
might
remember back
live
then
on
was
the
that
lake,
Mason didn't want
but
to
my
buy.
daddy owns the lake. Name that movie. Nobody else.
Bronx Tale.
Holes. Shia LaBeouf.
Oh,
There's a similar quote though in Bronx Tale. I'm telling you.
very different movies, aren't they?
Very good movie.
But Brooke, one thing I remember back then was that Mason didn't want to buy another computer.
Oh,
So this is the
This guy's
craziest
literally
thing of all
printing
time.
cash.
This thing was the craziest thing of all time. At that
I
point,
was-
Mason already had a good amount of money in the bank. He could easily afford a computer. It'd be a write-off, everything. But what was the schedule back then?
So we didn't have. Well, I guess he would go down to what was Ray's office.
Yeah.
But he didn't want to buy a computer because he kept thinking, well, I'm going home. It'd be a waste of money.
Yeah.
Whenever this COVID thing's over, I'm gonna.
Yeah,
As
we got
soon
2
as
weeks.
it's
Get him out of
over.
there.
He's like, I got 2 weeks. So he would wake up at 4 a.m. and I would stream out of my room. So my setup, my desk is there, the bed's behind. He would wake up at 4 a.m., unhook everything.
While you're sleeping in bed
While
right
I'm
there.
dead asleep, by the
Yeah.
way. Carry PC, monitors, sound system, everything down to the office, stream. Then as soon as he's done, bring it back up. And then I
Every
would
day.
Every single day.
Every single day.
Every single day.
Instead of just ordering a
And that
computer.
wasn't like a thing.
You need to replay that if you did not listen to that entire every single day.
And that was that was like months.
Months
Like
he
that,
did
that
that
was
for.
like I don't think I'm going to leave, or I'm going to be leaving soon anyway.
No.
Wow.
That wasn't
Months.
like a 2 week thing. He was like, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this. Grandpa, name that movie.
too
There you go.
Holes.
Shia LaBeouf, as he said.
Shia LaBeouf.
He did that for months.
He's so weird.
You know
isn't he?
what?
What was the breaking point?
I want to tell him like,
think when
man,
he
you
realized
want it
he was
so bad. You
not
want
leaving.
like this guy's
Like-
working
like
so
after-
hard. But brother, that was just inefficient. He should have just bought a PC.
No, the breaking point was
Respect,
you
though.
guys. Because you guys would finally sit him down and like yell. I'm like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Like, he doesn't listen when I say something. I'm like, this is like not normal. You should do this.
Well,
I think Mason's the closest thing I've ever had to a little brother.
yeah.
'Cause me and
you
Jack
guys
would
are
try
like
to
his
show
big
him the world
brothers.
and get him to
Yeah.
experience things. And actually, he's been doing a lot better job.
oh yeah,
now,
no, I've
but-
got to
Yes.
give I've got to give Mason a ton of credit. Like
Probably
when
one of my
I first met
favorite
him,
arcs
that
here.
dude couldn't even. He would be like, I'm scared to go downstairs by myself.
Yeah.
And then now he eats every cuisine. He
does.
He used to have no palate. Now
I
he
was
eats
there
everything.
when he tried mashed potatoes for the first time.
What?
You were there.
I was.
That's a
I
thing?
was.
I have
yeah,
it vlogged.
I was
yeah.
baffled.
Did you get
I
him
was
from
like,
KFC?
No, we were
No.
at some restaurant out of town.
TwitchCon.
TwitchCon. Yeah, I think
New
it was,
York.
Was it New York?
New York. TwitchCon was never
Sorry.
in New York.
We
San
were,
Diego.
World Cup.
World Cup.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
New
You
York.
guys play Fortnite?
that's wow. That's
You
a
guys play
throwback right there.
Fortnite?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right.
It was
Yeah,
a,
so
it was
like
a
back then, he
UTA
didn't even-
dinner.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what
right.
it was.
That's right.
Oh my God.
And then he also didn't eat sushi then,
No,
right?
now
that
he
was the
loves
first time he
it.
ate sushi. Was on that trip.
Speaking of, we went on a date night for like the first time in a long time. And so we did a no phones rule, which was really like
Ooh, that's
for
cute.
us who live online.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
don't touch the phone. And we wanted to try something new. I tried octopus.
You won't try strawberry, but you'll suck
Did you
on
like
an
it?
octopus.
I didn't say I sucked on it.
No, that is not the word to use,
I
bro.
nibbled on like a corner of it.
Did you like
And then
it?
was like, the taste was really good. The
What was
flavor.
it, calamari or
No, it was like
raw?
no. It was cooked, but it wasn't like calamari, like fried. It was just
Yeah.
like, it was like at a Greek restaurant. It was very, very
Ooh,
good.
there you go. Very nice.
But I can't get past the little squishies.
yeah, the little suction
Little
cups.
suckies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah. But it tasted really good. I just wouldn't eat it again because texture.
And while we're on the topic of Mason,
Texture's a big
he's
thing.
done a lot of growing, but then he also still tries to pull things like the new house.
Oh my
the new
God.
house, the new house gift.
No, I'm mad all over again. No, so
Listen to how this happens.
Wait, can I tell a Mason story after this then too?
Of course.
I want. I'm in queue.
I would queue
Remember,
up.
queue up.
Queue up for the Mason
So,
stories.
Our vacuum that we've had here for years, the Dyson on the wall one, has been broken for some time now. It doesn't work well. It stinks kind of.
Yeah.
So
I bought that Dyson with my own money. You guys broke that?
No, you did not.
you
Swear to
did
God, 100%.
absolutely
that
did not.
Dyson that was in here was not yours.
Yes, it was.
a gift.
Emphatically,
It was a
untrue.
gift for my ex-girlfriend.
Yes, it was
And I know
definitely.
for 100% fact that is true.
That's
I
literally
will bet,
you did not
Matt,
buy
I'll bet everything I've ever done my whole life on it.
I vividly remember.
So go ahead and give me a counter. What are you going to bet? $7? I'm 100%
That's, I was
certain.
gonna
That's
say 100%
crazy.
is his
I bought a
ex's.
few Dysons. Is all I
Okay,
know.
great, perfect.
Dude, what is this? Twitter community notes?
It is.
I don't know. I think Robert Kennedy F. Jr.
God, no, not
fucking
again.
go.
All right, Brooke,
Let's
where
talk
were we
about
going?
politics.
Just get him off it.
Have you guys ever heard
Just keep, please, Brooke, save us.
of a conspiracy?
We're cutting you off.
All right. That's fair.
So we needed a new vacuum.
Yes.
And Mason is an avid vacuumer. He's a big fan of it. He loves doing it. And he got his parents the one that's also on the wall, but it's like a high tech. It has the laser that you
Yep.
can see what's on the ground. It's very, very nice. Think it was like $900 or something like that.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Okay, new house. Let's split it. Us three. Let's split it."
Wait, current day, Mason?
Yes,
Yes.
this
This
was
is
1
right
month
at
ago. I was
the
at my buddy
new
Brian's
place
bachelor
right
party.
now.
Yeah. So
While he lived in this house for free, he wants to split the cost of the vacuum in Jack's new house?
Yes.
Wait,
And
this is
I
even
said,
better.
no, we're not. Jack just bought a house and is like, we're living with him. We're not going to make him split a vacuum. I was like, let's do it for a housewarming gift.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. I buy the vacuum. He does not give me any money for it. And then has the nerve to be like, "Jack, I'm not getting you a gift because I got you the vacuum for your house."
He texts me and goes, Brooke and I got you. He texted a photo of the vacuum. He goes, dude, we popped off, because that's the words he always uses.
Swear to God.
And I'm like, what happened? He's like, Brooke and I got you a housewarming gift, new vacuum. And I'm like, oh my God, thanks guys so much. And then when I get back, I'm like, Brooke, thank you to you and Mason for the gift. And Brooke's like, what are you talking about, me and Mason? This dude.
What is that? Like,
Short
he just
arms,
likes to
deep pockets.
save, or-
Oh yeah, no,
Short
he's
arms,
the
deep
biggest
pockets.
cheapskate ever.
He doesn't like spending, or
We will go to a dinner, and if like I get fries or like a drink, he's like cash apping me for that. He's like, no, and, no, I like not so much anymore. But he used to like send me cash app requests.
All right, well, I got a great example for
Yes,
you.
let's
So here's the problem with Symphony. He takes 2 steps forward and 3 steps back. The reason why I've loved that Symphony arc is because he has grown, for sure. Like,
Yeah.
before, when he would walk into the house when there's a party going on, he would go stand in a corner by himself, not say a word to anybody. This guy walks in now, he daps everybody up.
Yep,
He
yeah.
daps everybody goodbye. I'm like, yo, all right, Mason. That might seem like a small thing to a lot of you guys watching, but it just, that used to make him very uncomfortable, and now he owns the room, and he's going to say hello to everybody. I respect that.
Yeah.
But to the money perspective, let me give you something to think on, something to chew on. We go to the golf course maybe like a month and a half ago. Now, listen, me and Jack have had a relationship. I've had this with Hector, basically all my closest friends. You know, if we go out, somebody picks up dinner, you just know you're going to get them back.
Right.
Like, they're not going to ask me to Venmo them. We'll take care of it. And you kind of just give and take, give and take, give and take.
Yeah.
With Mason, I feel like, you know, we've showed him
The way.
some good
Yeah.
experiences, definitely some things we've paid for over the years, which I don't keep a tab. But
What about the house?
We go to the golf course like a month and a half ago, and I'm running late. Haley and I were at a doctor's appointment. I'm sweating about the tee time. It's like Friday. I'm stressed out. I'm like, listen, Mason and Spencer, can you guys please grab me a double vodka lemonade just so we get off the first tee because we're going to be running to the box. I get there, the drink's there, perfect. We have a great day. Like Mason played good golf. Everybody had a blast. At the end of the round, Mason's like, how much you want me to Venmo you? I'm like, I think the round was like $170. So just, send whatever. This guy sends me, I'm not even kidding, like $161.80. I'm like, yo, Mason, why the fuck did you not Venmo me $170? I wasn't even going to ask, I don't think. But why did you Venmo me this specific amount? He says, well, I bought you that drink. I'm like, dude, you are worth upwards of like $5 million. And you took the time to put a decimal point in the Venmo. Like, brother, it took more effort to think about that than the money. You lost money already. Just thinking that hard. 2 steps forward, 3
You
steps
gotta
back.
love him though.
He's gonna
You
stay
really
rich for a
do.
long time. I'll tell him what.
He's never going broke, but
He's laughing. We're laughing now, but I'll be living under a bridge asking him for a small business loan. We're gonna start 101 Thieves, run it back.
101 Thieves.
Run it right back.
Oh, he is very sweet. But
We should add Mason on the podcast.
I know.
I
He
know.
was
I
one
feel
of
like
the
he can't
roommates
even
at this
defend
point.
himself.
This just turned into a roast.
That's okay.
So,
He'll
this
be
is
all
literally
right.
a Mason roast.
He'll be all right.
He's never won on land.
True.
Oh wow,
He
getting
hasn't.
personal.
He hasn't.
Oh, H1Z1, first place. That's what he would say.
Yeah,
No shit. You got
play
carried
with
by
their elbows.
Tifu.
Are you guys on the same schedule at your new place? Like,
Oh
how's
God,
it been
no.
like?
Well, he has a stream room now.
Yeah.
So he still wakes up at probably like 5, 6 and
He has
goes down
gotten
there.
a little bit later.
Yeah, he's really. Some people just don't want it anymore. You know.
True.
Like no one wants to work hard these days.
Okay, so let's just recap. Where are we all living now? So have you guys talked about this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So you and Mason are going to live with Jack in his new house.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. And Ray, who are you living with right now?
I live with a lot of people. Right now, I live with Yvonne, Foosley, Katamina, Tina Kitten, and Saikuno is like in and out.
So 6
y'all
of
got
them.
Like
It's a lot of
nearby.
really bad
5,
only up
6
players.
heads in there. Okay.
Yeah, there's 6. Yeah, 6 of us.
They're all bad at only up.
Saikuno's like, we consider him the neighbor because he's like not really living with us, but he's just coming in and out.
He's like the
But-
guy from Home Improvement on the other side of the fence.
Yeah, it's a pretty loaded house.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Do you think where you're at in your life now, does that become exhausting for you?
I think it's
Or do you have your own space in there? and you
I
can,
definitely have like my own space. So I think I really like it. It's comforting hearing people streaming. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. I like hearing people like screaming down the hall. It's like
like
oh,
white noise
they're
for you?
fine. Yeah. It's like you don't really feel like alone.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I like it. I think I would have loved it just as much if I had my space here. But like since I have I just uploaded a room tour.
I just watched that.
did
Yeah,
watch
and
that.
so it's
Gorgeous room.
yeah,
I
it's
know
just
that
the
video's
best
gotta be
room.
banging.
Oh,
Has
yeah.
like my
Had
setup
like
in there,
350K
room for like my
18
bed.
hours. She was
Wait, what was the
real neat.
title? I saw this. It was like, "Come into my room" or something.
Yeah.
What, was that it?
Yep, come
I was
into
like,
my
"Oh,
room.
it Ray's in her bag right now."
Oh, yeah, that was a 1 of 10.
It was.
She's gonna be in Tahiti
It was
next
the
month.
first 1 of 10 video I've had since Among Us during COVID.
Love that.
So it's felt really nice actually uploading a banger video.
But
for once.
you also have you upload maybe a couple times a month though.
Oh
right?
yeah.
So, like,
I
that's-
upload like twice.
That's
a
where
month,
it eats away
but-
though. Is like when you're like you look at your thing and it's like a video from 5 months ago is still on your like 10 list because that's where we've been at
Yeah, that's
recently.
true. God.
And I'm like, why am I still even looking at this chart? You can actually now hide that. That was a new update by YouTube. You can
Oh,
hide the 1 of 10,
really?
yeah, because creators complained.
Oh wow.
But I've been seeing you guys have done a lot more roomy stuff in general.
Yeah, so the thing that we do at my place is we actually do house sponsors. And so we do roomie sponsors where we take a deal from whatever company, brand or whatever. We do the sponsorship together and we have a house card. And so all of that money goes to paying for rent, trips,
Smart.
paying for everything that we like share together. So it's just been it's just nice flow. Like everyone agrees, no one's like, well, I want to take this deal by myself. Like everyone's like for each other.
On it,
You
yeah.
should start embezzling cash. Really takes them off the top. There ain't no way.
Why
they're
everybody?
looking.
Yeah, they're paying us this much, and then Ray's is taking 50% before they even see it.
No.
That's,
We don't trust her.
That's the way.
We all trust her.
Yeah.
Now that I got their trust. Oh my god, no, that'd be
Wow.
crazy.
I haven't even got to see you since you went to Conquest.
You had the Philippines
That
turn it
was-
up.
Crazy.
Conquest. Okay, I'm not even joking. If you guys go next year, it's by far the best experience you'll ever have at a convention. The Philippine fans treat you like a S-tier celebrity. I'm not even
I mean,
joking.
it looked crazy.
Keep it a buck with
I'm
you. Not
even
one
joking.
person in
JHB
that country
went.
knows who I am.
JHB was there. He recorded.
I ain't going.
JHB, was it crazy?
It was.
Did you take photos of fans, JHB?
No,
With-
people
of
were
your
coming up
fans.
to
People
him.
come up to you.
Dude,
Yeah.
Let's go,
that's
JHB.
awesome. Let's go,
Wow,
Jermaine.
JHB.
You're eating real meat out there. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, the video of you going down the escalator,
Yeah.
I remember being like, what the hell is going on?
No, we had a panel. It was originally going to be at the convention, but they moved it to the mall, which was, I think it was like the second largest mall in the world or
They
something
got a
like
Cinnabon
that.
in there.
Probably.
Matt's asking the tough questions.
wrong with this
And it was
guy?
fully packed to the brim.
Yeah, like floors. Like we were in the center, and there was like floors and floors and floors of people. And like as we were leaving, like they had like gates and security of people just waving, and it was. You guys have to go next year. It's so much fun.
Did you guys like have your own security the whole time? Because I feel like you had to have.
No, we couldn't go anywhere without security.
Well, didn't Leslie do something where she like went somewhere and went to play like laser tag? Or am I thinking this wrong? She went to like do something at the mall and like didn't make it public what was happening, but people like found out, and the next thing you know, there was like 8,000 people outside.
Yeah. I think
Can you
it
imagine
literally was
8,000
laser
people
tag.
just flowing in
Was
and
it
a game
laser
of
tag?
laser
See, I'm
tag?
trying to keep up with my friends.
I'll go to the Philippines if you promise we're going to play laser tag. I've
Yeah,
played
I
laser
love
tag
laser
since I
tag.
was
They
a
had an
youngin'.
ice skating rink in the mall.
Never ice
laser
skated.
tag. What?
You'd be so bad at it.
I
feel
know.
like.
But yeah, you have to have any hand-eye coordination to be
My
good at
balance
that,
is getting better now that I've been
Oh.
in my
Wait, we
Duffy.
should take Matt to an
We
ice
should
skating
go
rink.
ice
No.
Yeah, that's how we get 2 broken wrists. And
As long as Haley can come, I got to be there. She got to be there for my first ice skating experience.
Yeah.
Of course.
He's also, it's like when someone needs to sign a waiver. Do we have an adult in the room? Haley signs it with Matt's name printed underneath.
Oh, that'll be give me a good excuse for these mommy milkers. They're like, oh,
What?
what?
I don't even know what you. I genuinely don't know what. you
Like
just
she's like
said.
signing the parental waiver, which means she's my mom. So if you saw me breastfeeding, nobody would be confused.
What?
We are 90 episodes into the CouRage
Is this
Nadeshot Show.
sponsored?
We are 90 episodes in, and that is the
That is
worst
the-
fucking sentence
the
you've
worst
ever
thing.
said.
That's
You've
terrifying.
Ever said.
That is the worst thing you've ever said on this podcast.
Hey, if you guys don't have intimate relationships with your significant others, I understand, but I'm very comfortable with.
Man's just talking about breastfeeding.
And mommy milkers.
Hey, you do it once, you could do it again.
What?
Okay.
I don't even know how you segue away from that. What do you even say?
All right, Brooke.
Yeah.
We're gonna go around to each person.
rays are getting to me.
Holy hell.
Brooke, you're allowed to say one. You're allowed to say your favorite memory
Oh, wow.
in 100 Thieves Content House, either the
How
last
do
one or
you
this one.
pick?
Well, you got the most time to think, Ray. So
Shit. My favorite memory. I gotta say, I think my favorite memory was right at the beginning of COVID. We were gonna have a birthday party for me, and then COVID hit, so we couldn't obviously have a birthday party.
We did it on purpose. We went to Wuhan.
oh my
It's like
god,
we really don't want to celebrate Brooke's birthday.
the UV is just hitting Matt right now.
I was in the lab.
God, please, Brooke.
Somebody
Sorry about
stop.
the interruption. Please keep going,
My
Brooke.
wholesome
please.
favorite.
This is Brooke's favorite memory, cherished memory. Like truly, like her final moment, her final goodbye.
Final moment.
I'm sorry,
See,
guys.
she is crying, but not for that reason.
I
like
woke up
crying,
on
man.
not the wrong side of the bed, just a different side of the bed. I don't
we
know.
know, man. I'm sure HR does
It's all
too,
this
but go ahead.
dopamine. Dude. I'm not used to being happy.
Holy shit.
I don't know how to act.
I don't even remember what I was. Beginning of COVID, my birthday.
Yes,
And we had a birthday party with just us.
and it was vlogged. I remember that. Yep. That's a great moment. Oh my god. Ray's like, why do I even come back here anymore? Ray's like, why do I even?
Remember all those nice things you were saying, Ray?
Matt truly has never changed. He's been exactly the same every time I see him. It's just like I know
you
what
guys wanna
to
listen to
expect.
some country
Incredibly
music?
consistent.
This guy.
Sorry, Ray.
like he was apologizing to his teacher. I'm sorry.
All right, beginning of COVID. Birthday
Party for you. Vlog was
Wuhan.
happening.
Yeah, we vlogged it just us. And Rae and Alexia came over. And I feel like that night was just so fun because like you guys still tried to make it special for me and like got me a cake that Jack spoiled. They remember it was supposed to be surprised, and Jack goes, "Yeah, we got you a cake, we got you all that stuff, balloons."
Yeah.
And then Rae made a game board of what was it? What
It was like a drinking game.
It was a drinking game of like a
But we drank responsibly.
Yeah, we actually
So
like
it was- the game was called
hand-built the
Responsibly
board.
Drinking
like
Game.
handmade and like decorated this board. I don't know. It just was really. It was special to me. I loved it.
Aw, that was beautiful. Matt, your turn.
Wow. That was so wholesome and beautiful, Brooke. Wow.
I'm
Let's
surprised
hear
that-
what you have to say, Matt.
I want to hear what he has to
Can't
say.
wait to hear what wholesome and beautiful memories you have.
Listen, here's the deal.
Oh my god.
I have a lot to choose from, and I think selfishly, I'm going to give you my top two, and the reason why it's top two is because one happened when you guys weren't here, and one happened when
Oh my God.
most people were here.
gonna
One of
be
my
gross, I already
favorites.
know.
No, I'm serious. One of my favorites was when Jack put on the Totino's helmet. We were literally blitzed. I mean, we had run out to the bars, came back drinking. We had McDonald's chicken nuggets flying around the room.
Oh, man.
Everybody was slap happy, having the time of their lives. All of a sudden, Jack comes around the corner with this fucking helmet on. And I'm vlogging. This guy says, "What did you say about Pokemon?"
I remember that from your vlog.
And then he jumped into the pool, and I don't think I've laughed harder in my entire
good
life.
one.
It just came out of nowhere. And then the second one I would say, and the reason why I was going to admit this, but I'll never forget the first time Haley came over to the Content House. We were going on our second or third date, I think it was. And I'll never forget how nervous I was opening that door because she had just pulled in the driveway because I actually really liked her. And then she's walking up the walkway, and she just had this big smile on her face, and I kind of just melted right there. I'm like, all right, this is it. This is the one.
Oh, wait.
That's so cute.
You actually got a cute one from him. That was really nice.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I'll never
Thanks,
forget
Matt.
it. And then I go out in the driveway. I'm like, why is this bitch pulling up in a Porsche? Like,
damn.
where'd
She's
this
kinda
come
breaded,
from?
bro.
I didn't know she had what's going on with this thing? Why is she driving a Porsche right now? I know she does PR. It's a great job. She's really good at it, but I know that money is
Feet
not
pics.
supplemented. It turns out her mom bought it for her when she moved out here.
Oh, that's very
so,
nice. That's very nice.
That's very sweet.
you know, me and my DEFCON 5 state, I was wondering how this happened. Where did it come from? But it was like a very reasonable backstory on the Porsche.
You're starting good. You did a
Well,
really
that's
good
just how my
moment.
mind works. I'm being honest
Yeah,
with
yeah.
you.
But you had a really good moment, so now we're gonna move on.
Wait.
Hey,
Yeah.
listen,
Can we get, like,
honesty
a-
is the
Cute.
best answer.
Yep.
Can we get like a what the fuck counter
Yeah,
at the
no, that
bottom?
was a
How many
really cute
times I
moment.
like looked over and been like,
Remember,
what
you
the
did a really
fuck
good
is he
job.
saying?
Let's keep it in that really
like,
good positive side.
Where'd you get that Porsche?
My favorite moment, one of them was my COVID birthday party, where we where everything was shut down. So we did a birthday where we took my five of my favorite places in LA and we made the different rooms in the house themed to that. We put a disco ball in a little theater area.
Oh, yeah.
And we just drank a lot.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And responsibly though. We drank
Yes.
really responsibly.
yeah.
And we were just sitting there going, I wish there was Heineken Silvers with no bitter endings.
Why don't they exist
Why don't
yet?
they exist yet?
It's true.
And it was so awesome. And we had a great time. That was a fun one. Another favorite memory of mine was the day after Matt and Haley had kind of rekindled their friendship, their flame at that time, was when Stranger Things Season 3 came out.
What do you mean rekindled?
I know.
You guys had already met each other, and then you guys saw each other out, and it was like the relationship of knowing each other restarted.
Oh.
And that next day, Matt and I sat on the couch and watched the entire season of Stranger Things together, and we ordered Wendy's, Shake Shack,
And Papa John's.
Papa John's in one day. And that was, I think, the most unhealthy I've ever been in my whole
We
life.
watched the whole thing.
The whole thing, and it was awesome. That was like the day after the 4th of July. So yeah, those would probably be two of my favorite memories.
That was a great day.
Yeah, it
Real
was.
quick before we go to Ray, can you guys tell me if I'm crazy, but don't those wires look like Mickey Mouse right now?
Hidden Mickey.
They do.
You're
Actual
such a Disney
hidden
adult.
Mickey.
Oh my goodness.
They're
All
all
right,
over the
Ray,
park.
let us
Sorry.
hear it.
Oh gosh.
Leaving.
She's like, I can't think of a single one.
I can't think of a single memory. No, I think going back to the first content house, I would have to say, I mean, I realized my memory I was going to pick originally was just creator camp or just going to camp together. But then I realized that wasn't at the house because like these are memories like from the house.
Yeah, cop
so
out.
I was like trying to think of like a one memory that I had. But I think it would have to go back to when we held my birthday party at the first content house. It was probably, I remember being so nervous and stressed out because I don't like that much focus. Like I hate birthdays so much. I hate birthdays. But there was like so many people there and it was like, wow, they threw a party for me.
That was a fun
like
one.
a big old party for me.
That was one of the first big ones
That
we
was the
did.
big part, like first, party there, I think. So I was like, wow, this is crazy.
We learned a lot from that. I think a memory that I remember that we shared that I really enjoyed was the Ariana Grande night.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that
was a fun one.
crazy. You know, she just turned 30. It was just her birthday.
She did. We were on FaceTime. We weren't. It's a complete lie. Ariana. Let me know how
That
you're
music
doing.
video you did.
That was a fun one. I don't know why I didn't mention that too. That was a fun content house moment. That was like
That was
assembling the
fun,
Avengers.
too.
One of my favorite parts of that video is at the end when you are watching the cut that they were doing live, and it just shows you just immediately start laughing like in it because it was like you were laughing at the hilarity of how insane it was. We had Matt do a synchronized dance for that. That's what I knew.
That's
it would be.
crazy.
Hey,
We
You had
got
like
Matt to do a
leather
you
synchronized
guys
jackets.
rolling
dance.
dice with that one, dude.
But you
got
killed
two
it.
left feet.
I was the one that messed up the dance. You and Jordan Fisher nailed it perfectly. You looked like you were a star, and I was the one that really messed it up.
Yeah.
I'm a joke.
I wish I had rhythm. I just don't.
Well, look, we've had a lot of great times together.
I don't want this episode to end. This is sad.
We've shared a lot of memories. But even in our distance from each other,
Here we go.
we're going to keep in mind the memories we've shared and the love we've had together.
Yeah, this house was great. We did a good thing.
We did.
We did.
We did. And you know what's great about it, too, is it's just ending. All I can do is look back fondly.
Yeah.
Right?
I can't think of, I really cannot think of one memory that like sits in my mind that I randomly pops up and
Yeah.
I'm like cringe at it. I've had moments in my life like that. You think back and you're like, why did I
why
say
did that
that?
happen?
Why did I
Yeah.
do that? I can't think of one bad
I
thing.
mean, now would be the time. If
That
you
I
guys got
associated in my life.
something
Yeah, I
you want to
know.
get off your chest.
No, seriously.
No,
I mean,
it's great.
there's really nothing better than no bitter endings. Heineken Silver is the proud presenting sponsor of the CouRage Nadeshot Show, and right now, you can have a chance to win a trip to Silver Beach, Australia this fall, marking the end of summer and making it the best part. Go to Heineken.com/Summer of Silver for a chance to win the grand prize trip or hundreds of other secondary prizes. As you guys know, Heineken Silver, a crisp, refreshing taste. It reminds you of being in the sun like we are now with no sunburn because there's no bitter endings. No purchase necessary. Must be 21 plus to enter. Please enjoy Heineken responsibly.
And really quickly, I want to give a big shout out to Lexus for coming in and supporting the content house.
That is very true.
I think I quickly forgot how much worse this room was without Lexus coming in and sprinkling in some of their luxury magic, but it really elevated the room. And we started watching more esports matches with 100 Thieves in here. We watched a lot of Call of Duty, a lot of Valorant, a lot of tough games, a lot of great moments, but a lot of frustration as well.
You know, what we're about to show a lot of Lexus in is the video we're about to make on the 100 Thieves main channel. So make sure if you watch this and you want to watch more of us reminiscing on our favorite moments, we're actually going to go into the different rooms in the house and you'll be able to see us.
Yeah, we're milking this one for all it's got.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Anytime you get to put house tour on a YouTube title, you take that. You
Yeah.
take that deal, I take that deal.
100%.
Love it.
Well, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been a great episode of the CouRage Nadeshot Show. Ray, Brooke, thank you for joining.
Of course.
Matt.
That Stranger Things 4 was a great day. I forgot about that one.
Thanks, man. That's going to do it, guys. We appreciate it. Thanks again to Heineken Silver. Major shout out again to Lexus for all the love in the house throughout the years. And with that being said, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.